Today, we plan to find out whether more Californians could soon be eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine.
State health officials are reviewing a new recommendation from the federal government. News 8's Evan Noorani joining us live with details on what this could mean. Evan.
Yeah, the main implication of this is that people 65 and older and those with underlying health conditions could be added to that first tier, that tier 1A of people who can receive the coronavirus vaccine. This comes just a day after the federal government held a media briefing encouraging states to loosen their restrictions, saying there are too many vaccines and too many doses of those vaccines in freezers around the country and not being administered into people's arms. Now, the state of California has only really administered about a third of the vaccines they've received, and that is why the federal government is now incentivizing states to inject those vaccines as soon as possible and to get the ball rolling quickly.
We are sending an urgent call across the spectrum. Our healthcare partners, our legislative partners, as well as labor and business partners up and down the state. This notion of an all-hands-on-deck approach to accelerate the equitable and safe distribution of vaccine.
The federal government says that they'll soon be allocating doses to states based on how quickly they can administer them, encouraging every state to use every dose they have. That means as early as today, California could make the decision to expand phase 1A to anyone over the age of 65 or with underlying health issues. Now, if adopted, the new guidelines could increase the speed of the vaccine rollout. That means administering first doses to as many people as they can, as opposed to holding on to half of that supply for people's second doses in several weeks. Now, Governor Newsom posted a video to Twitter yesterday saying new announcements would be made sometime today, saying there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And Petco Park is one of the many locations that have popped up over the last week as super site locations, saying they can administer as many as 5,000 doses of the vaccine each day. Petco Park is on track to do so. Disneyland recently announced they will join as a super site location as well for the Orange County area. That means another about 5,000 doses possible there. So the state is definitely on track to receive more doses from the federal government if they follow through on that idea that if we administer more doses, then we'll receive more doses in the future, and definitely increasing that rate from about a third of the vaccines that they have on hand, increasing that to get more of those people vaccinated, potentially people 65 and older. They also say as more healthcare workers get vaccinated, they'll see more healthcare workers able to administer the vaccines as well. Stella and Eric, back to you in the studio.